erratic, not erratic, that's a bit harsh, but the sort of the difference in bounce we would find off various lengths between back of a length and short of a length, and the odd short ball as well. Really hard work that first innings.
Yeah, it's going to take a lot more discipline here. It might be 157, 158 to get, but as we saw, runs not easy to come by. Interesting. From Namibia, yes. Van Lingen understandable. Right up at the top. But the debutant Volsink, all putting the bat on the 9 striker's end. It's new. In the gap. To open their account with a single. So it'll be interesting to see how he gets welcomed into the ODI world. Paul Skank. Imagine how experienced Karen Casey is.
Yeah, played 12
ticks to get going from the start. Also return into ODI cricket, or return to cricket really, after he had announced his retirement almost a year ago. He wants to force him to go across the line. It's a shot that he barely uses his wrist. It's just so disciplined. Good contest here between bat and ball. Big shout. Nothing comes from it. It's the first over, 1 run coming off of it.
Yeah, nipping back too far. Look at this again, nice length. And bolts off the seam, height as well being quite a big factor. Definitely missing going down the hill. Nice disciplined start by Karen KC. Sompal Kami is one of, I think, 6 players in this side who played in the inaugural ODI that Nepal played here in the Netherlands back in 2018.
Yeah, finds the gap, Van Lingen. Back foot punch. Yeah, mentioning the difference between the 2 players, or the 2 openers for Namibia. Yeah, Van Lingen plays with a lot of freedom straight from the beginning. Volsking on the other side. Of a more measured approach, calmer, more patient. Again, same gap, this time around only a single. Not in full control.
Yeah, squared up fraction. Yeah, Sompal Kami, one of 6 in this side who played in the first ODI back in 2018 here. Well, the first 2 games, 1 apiece. 154 off 292 is the equation, and it won't be straightforward. already just feels a really good toss, 2 of 1. Conditions just brightening up a fraction.
You want to be there. You want to force him to offer you something.
Massive.
It's not easy at all. Sharp.
Well, that's the temptation to drag that length back a little to where Namibia were. But all 3 of Namibian's pace bowlers were 6'3", weren't they? 6'4". Slightly different proposition. The more skiddy bowlers here of Nepal.
Skiddy a whole lot more sharper. I think, as we've been mentioning, the theme of discipline from the beginning, that is what is going to be the difference. So you need to be patient, but you also can't afford to be too patient, because if you then lose wickets in succession, that puts a little bit of unwanted pressure in the dugout.
The other thing is, of course, batting second when you know you haven't really got a major total. End of the second over, 4 without loss, Namibia, is that you can just bat. There's no, you don't even need a discernible plan, do you? It's not like in a T20 sometimes with a total, actually, it's worth going at it hard in the power play to leave the remainder runs to be sort of gathered quite sensibly over a 14-over period. In a situation like this, it's just that it's just simply just occupy the crease, rotate the strike, try and take a minimum of risks, and away you go. The lowest ever score defended on this ground is 195.
Again, finding the gap, Van Lingen. So what you see, especially in this power play, what you see is Van Lingen will do the majority of the scoring. Be interested to know, a former Namibia national squash player, so quite wristy, really good with his hand and eye coordination.
Now I'm here with.
And Forskank will not offer you anything. You just remain disciplined.
Just the trigger movement on that occasion is just dragged himself just a couple of steps outside the crease and reset himself. Trying to get down to Karen KC as far as he possibly can.
That's quick. Oh, goodness me. Directed here. Would have been gone. Is it worth the risk and the trouble?
Well, you have to be careful. The out cricket from this side is so incredible. The amount of direct hits, run-outs that Nepal have in the power play. Have a look at this again. Robert Powler with the throw. Might just have got back. Yeah, it does. Whoa, I don't know. It was close.
Yeah, so good to watch. Van Lingen. Not really keen for a third one. The opportunity was there.
Ooh, tight. Probably just home. The second look there, but very, very tight.
Supermanish from Volskink. Yeah, it's just looked so good with that shot, hasn't he? He plays it so well, Van Lingen. We've mentioned how thick the outfield is. This time around, the 10 back for another one.
It's just skidding onto the bat nicely, isn't it? It's just a push. Really well played and good running as well. Really good running.
A slight bit of hesitation from Volskink.
This has looked a fairly tidy start, hasn't it? The medium pacers coming onto the bat. Nothing was really beating the bat. Nothing like we saw for early on this morning. Conditions, of course, have changed. And pitch will have dried a fraction.
Yeah, 3 done, 11 for none. You're quite right. And if this, because what we saw a lot earlier on in the first innings, there was a bit of movement, especially from JJ Smith and Ruben Trumpelman. And then when they discovered some areas that had a bit of extra bounce, and they started exploiting with a short ball, which is something we haven't really seen.
It's a... Yeah, and with the skinny ones, of course, if you do go back of length, you've got nowhere to go as a bat, really, unless you're going to take it on. You see, that's the kind of length that was kind of the mode of operation, you would say, for Namibia in that first innings. It certainly looks a little bit browner, doesn't it, the surface? Looks like that tinge of green is decreasing. Got a little bit of sun on it this morning.
Yeah, seam-friendly surface, this one. Oh, goodness me. That's an incredible effort.
That's you know who, isn't it? I think in there. In fact, actually, it's absolutely brilliant from Bertel, isn't it? Brilliant from him.
Yeah, saved a couple. We've talked about the skiddy ones. So the thinking here maybe will be to be a bit more attacking and keep going full and straight.
Yeah.
To second over Kompulsami.
But Namibia had almost the perfect attack for the conditions. I love the left arm of JJ Smith picking up his career best today. Bowled immaculate through his 10. Trumpelman with the additional bounce almost created opportunity for other bowlers around him. And actually I thought Jack Brassel did a really key job and just hammered away at back of the length all the way through his spell.
But I like this from Sompal. A touch too straight this time around. But you really can't blame him for that. Especially after the first 3 deliveries where the timing has been a bit off for Van Lingen. So it would go a little too straight.